All right, mic check, mic check. We back with another episode of Maine&Slim.
For sure.
Got a special guest across from me, man. Mr. Doby himself. What's going on, bro?
What's happening, right?
Mr. Hitthedoby,
man. Yeah. Two stores up, no designer, no jury.
What you been up to, bro?
Man, it's just chilling, trying to better the community, man. That's it.
Yeah, we was talking the other day. We see you everywhere. Like, obviously you got the song out now too, which you gonna get into. But you just everywhere. Like, it seems like you getting a lot of support, a lot of love. How you feel about that?
It's just about being active in the community. Like, if you ain't active, how would you be known? If you sitting in the house every day, who gonna know you sitting in the house?
You know, but see, for somebody like you got a name, obviously. You got a bunch of names, obviously, but like you've been active all your life, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like, you played sports, you did everything. Like, you known for like everything, so.
Like, that's easy to say, but I remember at a time, bro, like for 2 years, I was a ghost person to people.
What 2 years? Like, what age you was? 7, 8?
Nah.
You gotta ask
I was
him.
about to say, that
like,
nigga always out somewhere.
Seriously
though, bro. Like I'd say 2015, 2016, once I got hurt when I was overseas and stopped playing basketball, and I had to go to a company, man, it was like, where Doby at?
Okay. I can see that.
It was a question, what he doing?
I can see that.
I just came out and established myself as something different after basketball. You feel me? Because there's a lot of people still ask, do I play today? And during them times from 14, because I left Gus State at 14. So from 14 to 16, it was a gap of where Doby at or what Doby doing.
Yeah.
So.
You know, you might be right. You know, I can see that. I can see that. Well, I guess too, I want to start with there. Let's start with basketball, just because that's about what I knew you from, right? Let's talk about that a little bit. Like obviously when you start playing, like when you started really getting really good, I want to kind of talk about that, mainly because I know when I had the basketball players on earlier this year, we had hit me up, but I didn't realize that in real time. But a lot of people didn't mention that. You wasn't mentioned a lot,
right?
As far as like getting your just due. They mentioned about being a good player, but you're getting your just due for a certain school and putting on for a school. So kind of talk about just your career with that.
And before I jump into that, I'm gonna make one highlight up to that, and that goes back to what I just said. It was that missing where Doby at. If I'd been an active player at the time when they was coming up, with everybody that you spoke to,
right, I
would have been in their top 5 or their top 10.
Yeah, true.
Because be honest, before I came, people was leaving after the girls' game of Lane basketball. Like, no flex. Like, nobody can ever say that. People was leaving after the girls' game of Laney basketball until I emerged and came back and brought Laney basketball back.
Okay.
What year you played ball at Laney? You played at Laney, right?
Yeah, I played at Laney.
What year?
I came like 2006 era.
Okay.
I was 2006, but I became who I was as a basketball player in 2008 with when now everybody had their squad. Glen Hills, West Side, Josie. It was ACC in Richmond County at the time.
Yeah.
But they don't know. I was only 14 when I was doing that. I was always a grade ahead. I was never playing my age group.
I ain't know it. You know, when I first heard of you, then I after went to go look and see you wasn't there no more. That's another thing too that people don't know. I mean, I know 'cause I spoke to you about that before, but a lot of people don't know that. That's why I kind of want to get into that. 'Cause I think a lot of times too, people, because you didn't do all 4 years there, you know, they are like it didn't happen,
right?
Because you didn't graduate, or you know what I'm saying, you didn't have that monster senior year there.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we can get into that. Like what, like middle school. Let's start from there then, rather.
Middle school.
So like, did you play? Kind of, for some reason, people that go to Laney and Josie, I don't know what it is, but they don't play middle school. They just like they just start being fired in 9th grade. Yeah,
they go straight to high
crazy,
school.
Bro.
And they be bad because they be bad most of the time, so they don't play.
That's crazy. I'm gonna tell you about my 7th grade career, bro. My 7th grade RP Stedman, bro. Stedman Fryer, bro. Everybody can know him from the bottom. My 7th grade year, bro. The first day of trials, Stedman was in with another group of people. I left tryouts to ride the bike home with Stedman to make sure he get home safe, and didn't make the team my 7th grade year because of that.
Because you
I was being loyal. I rode home. He was in the 8th grade. I was in 7th, bro. We was from the same hood. Some people were trying to jump on my road home with him. I ain't make the 7th grade team. 8th grade, I was clumsy. I just was playing. Just was playing basketball. 9th grade, I was only eligible for 1 semester.
Was it grades or you didn't go to, was it as a student you just wasn't doing what you needed to do?
Man, it was both. They led me wrong.
They who?
The school systems.
How the school system led you wrong,
I
though?
went deep into that. I feel like it could be taken both ways. Like so, you wouldn't do nothing wrong. It just it was just them.
They spoiled me.
Oh, okay, they spoiled you. Okay.
So if you spoiling me, and I don't know that I need grades to go to college, all I need to do is show up for game time. What else you want me to do as a child?
Oh, I get you.
Remember, I'm already a grade ahead.
Okay, got you.
I'm already a grade ahead. I'm 13 in high school, like a fresh 13. My birthday late in October. I was a grade ahead. My mama and my daddy put me in private school early, so I was always ahead of my time with age bracket, like because I was always hanging with older people, or whatever. And I was physically able to stand up with older people because of my size. I was always this size, so it was easy. It was man. It was a fool's goal. So,
but how, I guess I have to ask a question because I have to be real. How much of it was just like outside stuff too? Because you just mentioned like you took your friend home or whatever whatever happened with that. Mm-hmm. As a teacher, you said they spoiled you. So that teacher that coach wasn't trying to spoil you though. He wasn't having that.
Nah, they were giving me a D's just to play basketball. Keep me eligible. They don't care about my future. They selling tickets right now.
So, see, I want this Laney because then they go into like the Laney conversation. I don't want to get because they hate when I do that.
I look at it all around, bro. All around. It's happening all around.
Yeah.
Once you ain't able to do nothing for these kids, bro, or outside of these, well, let me reword that. Once they not able to do nothing for you, they forget about them.
Well. See, this is a good conversation. So let me ask, and we were early into it too. So like, could you mention about the fact you didn't play all 4 years there because you went to a different school and all that stuff too. But so you didn't play 9th grade yet, like, or you did?
I played JV. I
played JV. 10th.
I played JV at Atlanta my 9th and 10th grade year.
I ain't gonna lie. See, I didn't know that could be a reason also why they not. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be top 5. I'm just saying why they not saying it.
Right, but listen, at the same time, why I didn't play varsity at Atlanta in my 9th and 10th grade year, I was playing on the top AAU team in the nation. I was top.
What team was that?
With Kurt Willer.
What was the name of it though?
We had just went to Nike Elite. Nike signed us at the time. I was playing with Nike Elite at the time with Kurt Willer.
Okay.
Before we was Truth. We was Truth, but we had enough firepower to Nike wanted us to play in the Nike tournament. I played in the Peach Jam, bro, at 14 against the best Georgia Stars. The Georgia Stars offered me at 13 to leave the Boys and Girls Club to come play with them against Alpha Root, all them, Travis Leslie, all them. Like footage, you can Google it to this day. I was the top 13-year-old in the nation at the time. You feel me?
And why you ain't go play?
I was loyal. Because I was stuck on hood.
That's gonna be a theme of the interview. I can see.
I was loyal.
I can already see.
I was loyal.
I was loyal.
I feel him on that though.
Like and bro, like no disrespect, no nothing to nobody. I can put my hand on the Bible and quote all this, everything I'm gonna say to y'all today. I was 13 playing in the Peach Jam against the top Georgia Stars team. They can't offer me to go to Colorado with them the next weekend. I ain't want to leave the boys club.
Nobody told you, hey, you should just do it. You ain't gotta leave us, but just go ahead and it's like a good opportunity.
Only one person told me that. Dorian Sapp, Pee Wee.
Yeah, Pee Wee. Okay.
He told me that.
I know he missed you when you left Laney because I watched them play Josie one time and Josie thumped the hell out their ass. And I thought Laney was really good because I kept hearing about you, and I transferred to Josie. That's PJ Olin went there. Mm-hmm. You didn't play that game. I don't know if you was there or not, but you wasn't there. Couldn't have been there because they wasn't scoring no points. You wasn't there. I would know if he was there.
Pee Wee was there though?
Yeah, he played.
Well, Pee was there. I was there. I was just on JV. That's to show you how much it was.
What it was. Yeah, I don't know because PJ was tearing their ass up though.
Like, you feel me? Like, I was labeled as a hothead at an early age.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, the way you talking a little bit, it seemed. I'm not saying that that should have been your label, but you took somebody that's older than you home, so you must have had some kind of reputation.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It is what it is. Just like, you know what I mean. We we can't change family history, but I can change my family future.
True.
So it was a lot of things that I was judged off of that my family had.
So it was already on you anyway.
Ties, yeah.
Got you.
Like, you feel me? Like, when I was coming in middle school, folks was already telling me, bro, I'm gonna be in prison or dead by I won't even finish high school. Because my daddy was labored as a kingpin drug dealer. He was labeled as that. You feel me? Because he hadn't already got his time and went to prison, so he was labeled. So just because my father was labeled, and they saying neither one of my mother or my father's side was job ready or never had a job, I was already labeled. I was just another dude from the hood that can play basketball.
Do you feel like because it was his son that they put the label on you? Like, wait, that's your son, so you gotta.
Yes.
You got other siblings?
I got his whole name.
Oh, you the junior?
I'm the third.
Oh my
goodness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I met your pops before too. I seen him.
Tell him the story. No, go ahead. Tell the story. Go ahead, please. Tell him.
I met him at Juicy Crab. I was drunk as hell, and he just so happened to sit next to me, and we was just talking casually, and I was like, "What you drinking?" I brought him a drink or whatever, and then I think we got the debating something, and he was like, "You must not know who my son is." I said, "I know your son." He was like, "Oh, okay." I guess that was his point of saying like, "Oh, I won this debate."
But you know what I mean, and that's a lot what's going on in this life today, bro. We already prejudged before we even know who we are.
Well, I guess I could ask you more about that. So, like, you coming up as a youngster, and you outside and you doing your own thing. Like, how that play on you, like in your psyche, in your mind, like.
Man, it's motivation to me. So
even as a young, you used that motivation. You never got mad. You never felt down. Or just like whatever.
Always. My dad left me when I was 7 years old. Well, I'm gonna say it again. They took my dad from me when I was 7 years old, bro. So it's like I always use it as motivation, and now. Because I hear a lot of single parent homes or kids use it as an excuse, I use it as motivation. It's what you make out of it. So I use everything as motivation. Like, I'm pretty sure like we gonna get deep in this conversation as the night go. But all the little bumps I took, I use them as motivation, bro. I use it as motivation.
Just so I can get more clarification. So like I want to make sure, definitely had this Laney thing set up the bed.
Yeah,
so
we
like
can go there all day.
So 11th grade. So you played in JV 9th and 10th. No varsity at all.
I ain't played no varsity at all.
Even though you play on the top AAU team in the nation.
Top AAU team in the nation.
Nike saying, hey, look, we want Doby.
Man, I got Clemson coming to the school. I got Georgia coming to the school. South Carolina.
And these are they come into your JV game because you playing
JV game because they don't know. They don't know.
They're not asking. They're not asking like, yo, why you playing JV? Are they asking the coach?
After the game.
No.
But they ain't asking the coach because.
Well, I know how Laney works, so
come on, man.
You ain't gotta tell me.
Like Kurt and Leverett handling everything with the coaches. Sean Mims, Kurt Willer, Leverett, they handling everything with the coaches. They ain't talking to Laney coaches.
Yeah.
You feel me? All they doing is who is this guy on this AU surfer that what school he go to? They tell him what school he gonna go to. Because if they tell him he ain't playing varsity, when they talk to these coaches, they ain't coming.
Right.
So he must not be at the best.
I ain't never think of that. Because I didn't know that. I assumed you were playing varsity because I had heard your name a few times. Like I think it was like Butler gonna play Laney and Doby gonna dunk on all of them. I'm like, who was the guy? Never had seen you.
Man, you know why I ain't never played varsity?
Why that?
Cause I ain't want to wear no tie.
Why you wear tie? Why you wear the tie?
Suit and tie when I die.
Come on,
Coach
man.
Carter was out. Yeah, that was the move. Coach Carter was out. Everybody started dressing up game day.
And all the coaches wanted to cut your hair too.
Man, it's crazy.
That was that era.
Josie had to do that.
I remember we were finna play Butler varsity, and they wanted me to move up. We had a science fair project that day. No lie, the officer of the school gave me his tie to wear just so I can possibly play. The coach found out what happened, and I ain't play at all. I ain't never played JV again or nothing.
Damn. So did you play at Laney? Like, because now the story is getting more like
right. It's getting more deeper, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell
I would
the
have
truth.
assumed you played. It sounded like you didn't even play like at Laney really.
Man, I probably played out of 3 years I did Atlanta, bro. I only played a semester and a half.
That's wild. You should have wore the tie, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
The same, bro.
Why? So why you was so against the tie though? Like what made you against the tie?
The same reason why I'm so against not winning now. Like to this day, bro, you gonna see me to an interview or to talk to a student. I'm not dressing up because the people and the kids and what's going on now respect me for who I am, not who I'm portrayed to be.
I like that.
I ain't gonna fake where I came from to be something you want me to be, because it's more kids need me to be me than me to fake to be who I supposed to be to be something else. I'm not finna do that.
What did Dorian tell you? Dorian didn't say, yo, just put a tie, bro. Like, he ain't never said, like, just put a tie. Like, what was your friends saying? I know they wanted you to play.
I mean, he was from the sandbox. So he understood what I stand on, bro. Whatever I stand on, I'm going to stand on it. I'd rather lose, and it's going to sound crazy to you. It's going to sound crazy to a lot of people. I'd rather lose on being who I am and what I believe in instead of winning on what you want me to be. Because guess what? If I win what you want me to be, how am I gonna sleep at night? I can't sleep. I'd rather get a good night sleep of peace by knowing I stand on what I stood on by being me.
That win ain't gonna feel like a win anyway. So like if you do it that way, it ain't gonna feel like a win.
And it started from there, and that just show you my character to this day. I'm still the same way.
But I'm trying to paint a picture too, and I now I'm thinking about it. I could see like they already labeled you, so they labeled you a hothead. I mean, and I'm pretty sure some of the decisions you was making didn't make it no better. But you know, we part of the environment, so we gonna work how we gonna work.
Facts.
And then you nice, so you probably got this attitude where you're like, well, F it, I'm playing for AU, so fuck y'all, you know, like whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I got
like,
these colleges on my tail already.
Yeah, so like, I don't need y'all.
I proved them. I still went to college and did what I did. Got a college degree and everything. So guess what? At the end of the day, who won? Why the Booster Club still doing what they doing? They ain't got half what I got. Right.
So the 3 years of play at Laney, you only play a little bit, but you had colleges coming out. But before I get to that, you said that you had people coming out to Laney games. Mm-hmm. So you did play varsity at some point.
I played varsity for 1 year.
And that was your 11th grade year?
My 11th grade year.
So you played for a little bit, or you played the whole year?
I played the whole year, my 11th grade year.
How was that? Like, how was your year that year?
I had a great season. I was averaging probably, like, no flex, 20 and 20.
Yeah.
God damn.
Nah, he was a beast of rebounds and stuff too, yeah.
Easy, like, and shout out to Tony Mitchell. He really helped me get on the radar because at the time, Tony Mitchell was an All-American. Tony was, I think, 13 in the nation, ESPN, Rivals, all that. Like, for real. This before he even committed to Alabama. And
you talking about from Swainsboro?
Yeah, from Swainsboro.
Yeah, he was killing niggas.
And he had a whole little, all right, at this time, Reggie wasn't playing. But he played Glen Hills, Josie, and Westside. They called it Tony CSR Ray Tour. Tony was going around giving everybody 20 or better at the time.
Nah, for real.
He was like having his way. So we supposed to play Swainsboro that Friday or Saturday or something. After he done played Westside, Glen Hills, and Josie. And I think he was averaging 30 in our community, in our class. So when it came that Saturday, I think our game got canceled. It was a storm or something. So it was so happened our game got rescheduled to a day that nobody played, and he had to play me.
Yeah, everybody was there.
Everybody was there. The game was sold out, bro. But they don't know at the time, I'm really only 14. Nobody know that. I'm a junior though, in high school, but I'm 14 years old. Like Coach George to this day respect me and wanted me to transfer to Swainsboro my senior year because of this game. Bro, you know how much I gave that man? 38 points.
Y'all won?
No lie. We lost because, I'm going to tell you an story about this. We're going to get more into that. We lost by 2. I missed the last 2 free throws, bro. We was down by 1 with 7 seconds left. I missed both of the free throws to win the game and came back that Saturday and hit 40 free throws against Westside on TV. No lie.
40 free throws.
40 free throws against Westside on TV.
Yeah, but see, you missed them too. Yeah, you got me the next 40
I
at
missed
least.
the 2. I swear, I don't, like, you know what I mean? Everybody believe in everything different, so I don't want to say certain things. But, like, the truth, bro. I missed the 2 free throws to win the game and came back to Westside and hit 40 free throws the next day.
How many points you had overall that game?
44.
They were found Hitthedoby.
Yeah, that was Hitthedoby.
Pee-wee got suspended. Pee-wee got suspended Swainsboro game and couldn't play Westside game.
I hate the high school rules. Word.
So I was playing point guard and everything. And then that's when Hacker Shack and all that. So they tried to figure that out against me. Like they couldn't stop me, so they were just fouling me. And I just had happened, bro. I was locked in.
So, well, how far did y'all go? I mean, that matters too.
I don't think we made it past. We never made it past Sweet 16.
And I think that's probably another thing. So like you're not playing as much as other people have played. I'm gonna just use like I don't know Zepp, Christian, them type of dudes, right? Which they look up to anyway, so they give you much respect. But look at people like that. I guess them pretty much run through the city as a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people they only look at like the current stuff. So like you said. After 2014, you getting hurt and stuff. You know how people come back to school, they still be around. Like you wasn't even around. You weren't at the game. You wasn't.
I've been left.
You know what I'm saying? You at the time you weren't even on social media like that. Like you had came on social media like way later.
Facts.
Like, I remember you getting on there a little bit. Like you know how to use it like that.
I never was.
Used to be hard with social media to me, but I could tell you just wasn't a social media person. Now you know you got the gist of it. But yeah, I guess I mean I'm not saying that it's right or nothing like that, but I can see how somebody would have them kind of ideas of no, but everybody from our era know of you. Mm-hmm. It's just the new era don't.
That's why I don't take it to heart when they be naming all that. But to be honest though, it wouldn't be Laney basketball if it wasn't for me, boys. That's how I like deep down. That's how I feel. Guess what? Rod Hall wouldn't have been at Laney if it wasn't for me. Let's tell the truth.
True.
You feel me? Like me, Rod, Akeem from Josie. Mm-hmm. All supposed to went to
Come on, Head.
Yeah, Head.
No.
We all supposed to went to private school together.
No, Head went, didn't he? He came back.
Me and Head was there together.
Oh, okay.
And Rod was finna transfer in that next week, and I told Head I can't do this. I went back to Laney first.
Oh, okay. So you
my
left.
sophomore year, which was Head junior year at Josie.
Yeah, I was there then.
Huh?
I said, why you ain't like it?
He ain't wear no suit and tie, man. He ain't wear no.
That's what I'm saying.
He ain't wear no uniform.
I was a product of
bro, you could have been
environment.
Will Smith on Fresh Prince though.
I
Just
could have.
flip the blazer upside inside
I
out.
could have, but that'll go all back in time to then. I had no father figure. I was raising myself. Not no disrespect to my mama. She gave me the best she had, but my mama working 12-hour shifts. You feel me? I was thinking loyal, but loyal to the wrong things. You feel me? I was loyal to what I was loyal to.
Really just a product of your environment. That's how I go, bro. Like when you like the streets raised you at the end of the day.
Man.
Yeah.
Like if I can take it all back, I would have stayed there. But I don't regret the way nothing I did. It just
Would you wear the tie at Laney?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Looking back, I mean, like I said, I'm glad you said it because like in real time, that's how you feel when you're young. Like me, and you talk about it all the time. When you're young, like can't nobody tell you what to do. Like especially when you feel like you're a man.
And buckets and you come on, man.
You feel like you're the man. So like that's it. Like you all you're doing is feeding your ego, and you got the people around you that feed your ego. You know what I'm saying? They going. Your man's gonna tell you you don't need to do that. Mm-hmm. They your age. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a nigga 14 just like you. Like he just a little more wise probably.
All
but
girls smiling at you. Come on, man. You get the bucket. You in the newspaper every week.
Yeah, he said at that
you
time.
playing on Tuesdays and Fridays, so you in the newspaper every week.
Yeah.
Like come on, man. I don't know no better.
So what led to the decision for you to leave Laney your last year? Like what was it?
I had a baby on the way.
Oh, okay. That was
my
quick.
child. My daughter Zaya.
Speaking of ladies.
Yes, I found out that I was having a child. So it wasn't just about me no more.
Right.
Then, as I stated earlier, Clemson, ACC, SEC schools all in the picture. Now they want a transcript. I don't know what a transcript is at the time.
Damn.
That's crazy, right?
That's wild.
So, boom, this when Kirkland come in the picture. They first get my transcript. I had a 1.6 GPA.
You was going to school?
Every day. But wasn't going to class. I was at school. I was at school.
I was about to say I had a better GPA than that. Not too much better. I had a 1.8.
All it take in Richmond County back then was 3 Ds to be eligible. So guess what I was getting? 4 Ds and 2 Fs. No, I was getting 4 Ds, 2 Fs, and a C. My C was in.
Oh, that calculate over to it.
Right. My C was in PE or whatever little extracurriculum class it was, technology or whatever that was. That's the C.
You doing the bare minimum. Not even you doing the bare minimum, but they grading you.
They're allowing me to do the bare minimum because I got a college degree right now to this day. So they just tell you my knowledge. I'm not a dumb kid. Like I never been that. But as a kid, I'm gonna let you do. Well, I'm gonna allow and do what you allow me
Yeah,
to
right.
do.
Yeah, you're gonna do what they allow.
So you were right.
if I ain't got a class, I ain't
They
going
would
to
allow me
class.
to do the bare minimum. Oh, all I gotta do is sign my paper and go to the gym every day. I'm gonna do that. But you was failing me as an adult.
Right. That's true.
I ain't understand that at that time.
And when you think about all the stuff you probably done been through, which we'll get into later, like you think about all that stuff, is like all that kind of coincide. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And so go back to the answer to your question is, like, once I had a kid, I started thinking like, I grew up without a father. I never want my kid to grow up the way I did. I want better for her. Well, not I didn't know it was her. I wanted better for my child.
Right.
So Clemson on my line, and Oliver Purnell, his assistant coach at the time was best friends with the coach at Oldsmar. You feel me? Shaka Smart.
Yeah, I heard the name. Yeah.
Shaka Smart was the assistant to Oliver Purnell at Clemson. Shaka Smart had a friend that was a friend to the coach at Oldsmar. So they were like, we're going to help him get right. It just so happened once I got to, they made it a situation for me to get to Oldsmar. I went to Oldsmar at 16 years old, bro, Florida. I'm a rising senior at Laney in the books. I left there on my own. My mama dropped me off in Oldsmar, Florida without knowing nobody. I ain't know a soul down there. My mama dropped me off at Oldsmar. I ain't know a soul, bro, but I wanted better. She wanted better. They dropped me off at Florida, and which I was a rising senior at Atlanta, but I became a junior because they found out my real age and what was going on.
They found out.
Yeah, it's like because nobody knew.
Yeah,
Like you feel me?
got
Because
you.
I always like even if you talk to me, bro, I ain't gonna say I had a street mentality, but I was mature.
Right.
So even if you talk to me, you wouldn't know I was young and I'm already big. So you really people like it used to be crazy, bro. We used to go to AAU tournaments. They used to always ask my birth certificate, and I always thought I was a kid that got kept back.
Yeah, but you really.
But I was the youngest
you
on
was
the team the whole time. You feel me? Because of the way I carried myself.
I also want to make a point of reference too, because I don't know if you follow, but people that's watching probably not gonna follow. Before we ever met in person, we had a conversation one time before. You probably remember, but my brother was supposed to go to Oldmar Christian at one time too.
Yeah.
So I called my sister and said, "Yo, give Harold my number because I'm gonna ask him about this school. We ain't go. I'm gonna tell you, but I will tell you from talking to them, they make you want to go, bro. Like." And like when I hear your situation as far as like your GPA, like they can sell a kid like that 100%. Like you're not gonna do no work, all you're gonna do is play basketball. Like that's how they sell you. Like yo, it's gonna be college, but you just gonna be playing basketball. Like that's how they sell you.
That's how it was. But before your brother, bro, I started that too.
Yeah, we didn't go. I was like, no, I'm good. After I was talking to you, you gave me you was honest. You was like, you told me everything you just saying now, and then you was like, I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. Like. Ain't anybody out there. Like he told me the real. Like I ain't had no friends. He's like, it's what you make it. And I was like, nope, that's not enough. I know my brother. That ain't it.
So where is it? Where exactly?
Florida,
is it?
somewhere in Florida.
Man, it's called Oldsmar, Florida. The population probably only like 1,200, 1,500 people. Truth. In between Tampa and St. Pete. Tampa.
Oh, I know where it's at.
It's right between Tampa and St. Pete. It's a real Christian town.
But you killed out there though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So but that program it is for a player like you who just want to play ball. Like I'm
Going
just trying to play
towards
ball.
Ocala.
I'm trying to get a college scholarship.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
I beat some of the top 5 high schools. Mount Vala. Like I beat some of the
A lot of your
top
videos
5
on
high
YouTube
schools.
is from there too. You was dunking on niggas and everything.
Yeah, I had a great time there. Like, and to this day, I said on this podcast, like I made them. You feel me? Like the first, like just think about the first person to never get caught. There's always one that retaliate.
Yeah.
I think that the same thing about basketball. I made Langdon basketball program boys again. I brought it back to where it's at, and I got Oldsmar on the map to where it was at.
Do people give you credit for it?
Nah.
Neither one.
Nah. That's because who I am today in my surroundings, in my environment.
I know it's a big jump, but and I got a lot of questions about basketball because I follow his career. But
good.
You say you went to Oldsmar, and I know initially because that's how they do. They send you to a school that they got the connection with, so they can teach you the offense a little bit. So when you get to Clemson, you know what I'm saying, you got offense. But then you didn't go to Clemson though.
I didn't go to Clemson. Oliver Purnell went to DePaul.
And you ended up going to Georgia State.
And Shaka Smart ended up going to Florida as an assistant coach.
Yeah, right.
Shaka Smart was the main recruiter. He went to Florida as an assistant that year. And Oliver Purnell went to DePaul. Boom. This my rising senior year. They both recruited me. I could have went to Florida or DePaul at the time too. I scratched my ligament in my knee. That's the only reason why I reclassed to go back to my real class. So boom. Once I did that, that's when Shaka went to what it is, not VMI. Shaka went to Wichita. No, not Wichita. I'm still lying to y'all. And he was in the same conference at Georgia State at the time.
Okay.
He went there, and Coach Smalls was at Georgia State. Coach Smalls was with me from the very start of the Clemsons and all that. He was always at Georgia State.
Got you.
So once I got hurt, Shaka kind of fell back, and Oliver Purnell, he came straight up like, well, you know what I mean? We like you, but you's an undersized 4-man. What else could you bring to the table at the time? His plans was to sign me and redshirt me. But once I reclass, it's like, oh, you done reclass, so we gonna take somebody right now that
yeah, got you. Because you can't.
And you done got hurt. So that kind of threw all that off. And me goes back to what I stand on, loyalty. Who been around all the way with me? Smalls.
Got you.
That's why I went to Georgia State.
Let me tell you what's funny about this story, though, right? Because like when you hear the story, like if you hear it from an outsider, like this is the first time I'm hearing it inside. So all this time, I automatically just always thought that was just you just picked the school because nobody wanted you, type of deal.
Nah,
but it's not. That's not how it was. You know what I'm saying? But outside looking in, that's what you hear. He's supposed to go to Clemson, but he ended up going here because nobody know the ins and outs, the whole injury. This guy was recruiting you the whole time. It's a loyalty decision. I never knew that until today. I always just assumed that you just picked the whatever school was left.
Nah,
I don't know why I just did.
I never did that, bro. I could have handpicked what I wanted.
But you didn't like. I don't know if you had a good time at Georgia State or not. But you didn't. I didn't think you didn't play at Georgia State as much as I thought you would have played. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because when I was brought into Georgia State, it was me and Devontae White. They were saying they was gonna build a program around us too. Both of us coming in as freshmen, and that was the goal. So once I got to Georgia State,
Hey, basketball is stressful, bro.
It is.
Basketball is stressful. So I see how niggas stop playing after college.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying how a person did, but just go back to me, bro. Like, I ain't toot my own horn or nothing, but I was so much of an influence on that program outside of the court that hurted me on the court.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, it can only be one leader. You know that, right? Ego, especially with coaches, there's only one leader. You can't lead. You can't be the leader and he be leader at the same time.
And that's the real reason why I had to leave Georgia State to get to even go into that conversation. Like, I was more of an influence off the court than I was on the court to them.
Right.
I always was a leader, bro. I'm a natural born leader.
But you know what I think too, and I don't know if that's if what you're insinuating too, but like a lot of times too, everybody not built the same. So how you lead and the stuff you might be into, it might not be dangerous, might not be cool to you. Everybody ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got people following you that probably shouldn't be following you.
Guess what Coach Smalls went at? The same one that got me there. Guess what he was
Where?
at? Murray State with Isaiah.
Yeah, okay.
He went there that year when I got there. He went there and still asked me to come there with them. But guess what? I done committed to this school. My loyalty, I'm gonna stay with this school.
See that?
It's always
it get worse and worse every time.
right.
For
And
sure.
guess what? It's a growing environment though.
Nah, it's right though.
And now to this day, I know how to use it different.
But I would, even being done yet, but I definitely would want high schoolers or people that's coming up to watch this. And I'm not saying it's good or bad, but it's more so like you make better decisions. Because when you were young, those things you make in real time, you make decisions in real time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, nah, I'm staying here. It's
You got
this is
to.
loyalty.
One decision can determine your whole life. Like, I don't regret none decision because I think every decision I made built my character. But I do. It's a thin line between love and hate. But I do believe if I'd have made a different decision in one of them aspects, I'd be in a different place with basketball.
Right. I wonder. See, now I wonder because like I think you already you kind of molded and you gonna be who you gonna be. I wonder how he would be as a basketball player.
I wanted that too.
For all that money.
Still to this day, bro.
Because you loyal too, so you're gonna have the money and you're gonna have the people around you that probably.
I'm curious how he was at Georgia State because I couldn't imagine being a kid playing ball in the heart of Atlanta. I probably would have lost my damn mind.
Man,
I ain't gonna get into that, but yeah, that's a wild guy right here. Man. This is a wild guy right here.
Hey, Georgia State.
But yeah, I know I wouldn't have survived a semester.
You ask anybody that was with me at Georgia State.
Look at this smile.
What they gonna say?
They might hit the Doby.
They love me.
They said they gonna hit the Doby.
They love me.
Do a state, do a show out there. I mean,
For real, I'm getting that together right now as we speak. I'm gonna do a whole little college tour. Everything I done touched. You feel me?
That sounded funny. But hey, so how you get to Augusta State from Georgia State? How about you went next?
See,
right or wrong?
You wrong.
Yeah, I ain't know that.
Nobody don't know the inside story to that. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all the scoop. So look, when I left Georgia State, Hunter was coming in. So I already knew in my heart, like you can ask Devontae White, Rashad Richardson, which is coach at Tulane right now, and Tay is an athletic director at a private school in Atlanta. I don't know the exact name, so I don't want to say it. But them was my roommates at the time. And when Coach Hunter came in, I just felt the vibe. He's a new coach. Remember, go back to what I just told y'all. I had more influence on the program off the court than on the court.
Right.
So as
you said Coach Hunter.
Oh
yeah.
He coming in. No, he ain't there yet.
Okay.
He coming in, which is going into my sophomore season. So with the rumors and all that coming in, I got more influence on the program than anybody in the program.
Right.
So at the time, I already told him, I said, he gonna get rid of me. I already know it. His son finna come in too. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, you a coach, but you a father first.
Yeah, true.
Like no disrespect. like it is what it is now. So
Coach
I already
Carter.
had told him. So guess what they do? They goes, dig up my profile, see I come from Florida, but originated in Georgia, and say, this is why I love Georgia State. I only had 3 maths. But I took a 99 class my freshman summer to make my 4th math. Because in Georgia, you need 4 maths to graduate. But in Florida, you only need 3 maths to graduate.
Makes sense.
Right?
Makes sense.
Florida, you need 3. Georgia, you need 4. I came in on a Georgia scholarship to save money as a hometown.
Got you.
You know how I go.
Yeah.
So I came in on a Georgia scholarship. They went and found that I came in on a Georgia scholarship, but graduated from a Florida high school. I ain't have enough math. They needed a reason to get me out of there. So boom, they wake me up on a Monday morning, bro, at 6 o'clock to tell me I got to go take a test. And me passing or failing this test was determined whether I was going to be able to stay at Georgia State or not, because I got 3 maths.
What was it, a compass test?
It was a compass test, but I already took I already took the 99 class.
Yeah, you already took the class though, so it don't matter. Yeah.
That summer. So once you do that, like, remember, let's go back to this whole conversation, what I'm on. Loyalty. I felt the vibe already. So guess what I go in there and do on purpose?
Come on,
You felt it on purpose?
On purpose. You don't want me here. I already feel the vibe, bro.
Every time you say you're loyal,
it's from me, bro. Like, I already know the vibe.
That's raising Canaan, ain't it?
You feel me? I already know the vibe. I told Tay, you can ask them to this day, bro. I can FaceTime them right now, bro. You can ask Tay and Shotty. I told them. They want me gone, bro. I ain't finna stay around nowhere I ain't want it.
I feel you on that, though.
Coach Smalls called me. Go back to Coach Smalls. He at Murray State. Bro, we got Isaiah. What dude name was Fro that went to the league too? He ain't in the league no more, but he had Afro. The big Afro played with Murray State with Isaiah, the big man.
I can't think of his
They
name.
call
I know
him
you're talking
David
about
Ben
that.
Wallace.
I can't think
He was
of his name.
telling me, we got him, we got Isaiah. You come in this program with us, bro. You can fit
Kenneth
right.
Fareed?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You can fit right in. Man, I'm over basketball at this point.
Oh, you was out of pocket, bro. You played with Kenneth Fareed. Yo, you made some wild decisions. I get it though.
But guess what though? Like, not understand, but I was straight at the time. Like, I was straight at the time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you feel me? Like, I was grooving. You know what I mean?
I got you.
I was grooving, so it's like, Man, nah. So boom, Blinn called. Like, well, you know, Cam Newton just left here. Like, boom, we can do this to you. Boom, come to Blinn. You got a child on the way. We'll put you in your own apartment. We're gonna give you this certain amount of money. We're gonna give you this much amount of money. Every home game, your mama or your child, mother, your kid, we're gonna fly them in. Boom, just come to JUCO. All you gotta do is 1 year here. You go anywhere you want to. I went to Blinn. People don't even know that. I went to Blinn.
I ain't never know.
I went to JUCO. I went to Blinn. I get to Blinn. Ain't no apartment in sight. Blinn in the middle of Texas is nowhere. I'm down there. So it's like, all right, so when y'all get the apartment, we're gonna wait till everybody else get on campus. Where my check at that y'all promised me? I ain't getting no check.
No apartment.
No nothing.
How you drove? You got around?
They flew me there. They had it right now.
Oh,
they
okay.
flew me there, first class, everything. But when I get there, I'm staying on campus. Nah. So boom, a whole 2 months go by. I left Blinn in September. I left JUCO in September. Came back home like my own money. Flew myself back without nobody knowing, bro. Went back to my mom. My mom was surprised. What you doing here? Like Dip found out I was home.
And
In
then he hit you up.
September, bro. Like you too much of a talent. Like our first agreement with Dip was come to my school for a year and you can transfer anywhere you want to transfer. But I just can't see your talent go to waste and you stand home and get into something that you're not supposed to get into. And I promise you a degree. Like if you take you to get a tutor or whatever, I'm gonna help you. And he was selling that to my mama. Like, and Dip came to my house, bro, for 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks straight, no lie. 2 weeks straight, just give me an opportunity. You ain't gotta stay here. I know you bigger than my program. Like he was telling me that.
Yeah.
And I just ended up
Was that a hard decision for you to make because of you knowing, and not no disrespect to Augusta State at all. It's not disrespect, but you know how it is. Like when you play of a certain stature, you don't want to be the person that had to play at Augusta State because we all know like players are bigger than a D2, they D1
Right.
talent. So was that hard for you to make that decision?
When I first did it, it was. But actually getting into the program, bro, and building a family, I started enjoying it and I got caught up. But I ain't gonna say I got caught up in it. I started loving it.
I know this is outside of that question, but how much, like playing D2, you play D1, you play top A, you play like the older people, then you play D2. And you could tell the kids this or whatever, but like, how much of it is like basketball or just basketball? Like, it don't
basketball
matter.
is basketball.
I feel like D2 is kind of hard a little bit because like,
man,
you already expect like they playing Hitthedoby now, so they D2, so they trying to come for you.
bro, I ain't get no calls, never.
I seen some games.
It was rough. Like actually, it was harder at Augusta State than it was at Georgia State.
Hey,
I ain't even gonna lie. When you got a lot of people that like on their last leg that busting their butt. You feel me? You got the ones that always been in trouble for real, but just happened to just go to a D2, but couldn't go to a D1 because
there's a lot of youth on the court. Put it like that. It's a lot of you. Yeah,
that's what it full of.
And then on top of that, you got people that feel like I've been better than D1 all my life anyway. Like they might not got in trouble, but they feel like they never got the looks y'all got. So now they coming to bust your ass and they play you.
There is, and then you got referees that know you transferring from D1.
Yeah, and you a whole town dude, so like some of them don't like you anyway. Some of them don't like you anyway.
It was rough, bro, but it was rough. But I enjoyed it. But basketball is basketball. I done played overseas too. Basketball is basketball on every level. So don't take now possession of a basketball game for granted because there's somebody out there that'll bust you that just ain't getting the looks or the opportunity that you may have or had to get on the D1 level.
Right.
Because there's a lot of hidden talents out there.
And then with D2, like I feel like you got some team like these teams be together forever, like 4 years,
3 years.
So you playing a team of 4 years, they got this camaraderie. Like I don't care what kind of talent you got, they about to bust your ass because they together. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that a lot watching y'all game. I seen that a lot too.
Man, D2 made my character. I ain't even gonna lie. D2 made my character, bro. It showed me a lot about life. Don't take nothing for granted, and it's always somebody out there that's better than you. Or even if you want to talk streets, it's always somebody out there that can beat you up.
That's tougher, stronger.
It always somebody out there that's a better bullier than you. So
28.
D2 take me a lot. That showed me a lot, bro.
So, of course, we gotta talk about Augusta State. I can't look over the what happened at Augusta State. Because you said it kind of made you, it molded you, right? How much of the situation that you had got into, how much did that affect your character or affect you as a person? Because you went through a lot during that time. I was in Augusta State when that happened. I mean, I wasn't going to the game, but I was a student there. I was almost done. I remember it happened. Like, I was like, damn. I remember like, because everybody gonna call like, you see what happened? You see what happened? Like, yeah, I don't know, but I didn't know you to make make a decision like, oh, he did this or he did that.
Right.
But I know when you're part of the environment, I know things happen. Like, that's how it go. And now hearing you talk about loyalty, it make the story now that I know it make it seem more okay. I understand now.
What's going
but at the
on?
time, I was like, wait, it's no way. So like, how did that Cause you run me through the day of like when you getting called to do the test. So like, you was at practice and then you went to your dorm. I don't know how it went.
All right, I'm gonna take you back a step before that, whether you know it or not, bro. You know I did 3 years at Augusta State.
Yeah, I was there.
I did 3 years at Augusta State.
Yep.
But if you add up all my minutes as a basketball player, I still ain't played a full season. And I was on the board for rebounds and points. I never played a full season at Augusta State. Never. Like, let's go back to my first year when I first got to Augusta State. When I first got to Augusta State, I don't know if you remember or whatever, at the free throw line, an incident happened. I got ejected. They said I slapped somebody.
Yeah, but they said, yeah.
I got kicked out. I was suspended for this season. I only was able to come back playoff game. We lost the first round.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
I sat out the whole, I think, second semester because of that. Then the following year, that's when the situation what you talking about happened. I got arrested. I had to sit out then. Then my senior year, I broke my foot.
Yeah, I remember that. You
You
walk around in cast, yeah.
Yeah, I never played a full season at Augusta State, but if you add up all my minutes, to this day, you add up all my minutes, I never still played one full season. But I'm going to go back and answer your question about the incident. I was coming off my best game, my career high, against Shaw. I had 28 points.
I'm sorry. See how basketball depressing? Like, my best game.
My best game.
The next day. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
The best game. We had shoot around. And I'm joking. The police walking there. I'm joking with my teammates. Like, we shooting around like, man, such and such, what you done did? Well, you must have stole something from the gas station.
I'm not trying to laugh at you.
like they're serious. Like, I'm joking too. You feel me? So dip in practice, like, all y'all going there, boom. It started by the cell phone. They came there by the cell phone supposed to be. So dip like, boom, all y'all go get right, boom, boom, boom. We in the locker room. I'm still joking with folks. Like, bro, you know, stole somebody's cell phone, boom, boom, boom. But not knowing the whole time, it's a bait for me. So we all finna get ready, like, all right, Doby, we need to come see you at your room. Like, come see me at my room. For what? I'm just thinking because I'm a leader. Like, let's go.
Right.
That's a whole plot twist.
I'm not laughing at you. I swear to God.
Nah, I'm saying it's like, I laugh at it to this day, bro. If you ain't able to laugh at your past, bro, how was you growing on it?
Right.
If I get depressed about it, how am I growing on it? It's a learning tool for me. I treat everything as a learning tool. Like, I ain't nothing, bro. And basketball taught me that. And I'm gonna say it like this: if you turn the ball over on offense right now, and you think about that turnover on offense, get back on defense, you think about that turnover, guess what I'm doing? I'm gonna go to the bucket on you because your head down because you turned it over. I got a short-term memory about life. I get motivated. I use everything as motivation, bro. Like, it ain't nothing that, I don't care right now, bro. It's something happening right now between us. I'm gonna find motivation and a positive out of what we got today before I find out the negativity in it. So I don't care about none of that because you only gonna go off me on how I react off me.
Right.
If I hold my head down, then that's when you're gonna feel like, Doby really did something bad. But if I keep my head up, smile and push and use it for something, for a tool, it ain't nothing bad. That's just how life works. But so anyway, I was coming off my best game. We in there joking. Then we get back to the room. Then they was like, can we search your room? I'm like, yeah, y'all can search my room. But not knowing they hadn't already searched my room.
Okay. That part was in the papers. That part was in the papers.
That part never been in the paper. Before I even got back to the dorm, bro, my room was already tore upside down. They hadn't already found and did what they did before I even got there. But what messed them up was once they asked me for permission, I gave them permission. I had no idea. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But that's what threw them off. So once I gave them permission and they hadn't already did what they did, that's what threw the whole thing off. If I would have bucked, I didn't know what was in there, what was going on. So me, nigga, I'm coming out my best game I just had. You feel me? I just had my career high in college. Like, I'm back grooving. After I just came off a season of getting suspended for so-called slapping somebody.
So-called, yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? Like, I'm coming out my best season. I'm living my best life at the time, what they'll say now. So yeah, I can search my room. I ain't got nothing. And we ranked at the time. We was ranked at the time.
Yep.
Projected to win it.
The whole thing.
Yeah, the Peach Belt, we were projected to win it. We done beat Aiken already, Benedict, all that. So it's like, boom, we project to win it. So yeah, go ahead.
That was it.
That was it. It wasn't no more Doby after that. And them boys lost the rest of their games. They had to go to stall ball. The fans started going down.
Yeah.
We went from selling out gyms to, I don't think Augusta State game ain't been the same since then. No lie. And it's crazy. All goes back to every school I done been to, bro. I feel like I
changed the culture.
It made, me. And because no matter what you say about me off the court, bro, my personality is everything. My personality and my character what make me. And I'm pretty sure if you listen in to this day and now, you will learn a lot about me and understand me, who I am as a person. Like,
yeah, I mean, I definitely got more understanding of certain things, that, you know. And then I know that now, some of the stuff you might have read ain't always what it is. You know, it's more to it, and that it could be that. Don't get me wrong, but it's more to the story.
It's more to it. Yeah. They gonna put out what they want to put out because, like, I got a communication degree in communication and TV, and they wanted me to go the news route and anchor and all that, but in my minors, and I understood that negativity sell more than positive. So, and goes back to my loyalty. I'm not willing selling nobody out. Mm-hmm. Taking one negative phrase, I hold.
That's the news for you. Yeah, that's how they do.
You feel me? To make stuff sell, and that's what sell. And that's also what made me. Like, I know what people put out there. Like, anything I done been in, bro, even to state situations outside of court, stuff that I've been in to this day, to 2021. What all they put out there is never true.
So, all right, when that happens and stuff, like, what's your mindset then? Cause you couldn't come to the school, right? You couldn't.
Man, I couldn't come to the school, bro. I couldn't pass Laney because at the time that's when it was merging with NCG. NCG hadn't bought all that property, so they bought Laney Stadium all the way back to Payne, half of Central, Riceville Road area, of course, from the gym to the they don't change the name now, but it was Somerville at the time, the apartments.
Yeah.
So I couldn't pass 12th Street on Laney Walker. I couldn't go down Riceville Road past Popeyes. It was crazy, right?
Yeah, because it was right there, yeah.
Yeah, if I wanted to go to the mall, I had to go Gordon Highway, on the highway, and then go to, because I was staying downtown Augusta, the bottom. Yeah, so it was a lot, bro. I couldn't.
What Dip say? Like, how he felt about it?
We couldn't have contact.
Oh, damn. So, yeah, I wondered that because I know what you said about far him saying, like, you know, I don't want your time to go waste. I don't want you getting to nothing.
I couldn't have contact with the team or nobody that had something to do with the Augusta State staff.
Damn. So how were you able to still graduate then? How were you able to still finish?
Online.
Damn.
I went online and I didn't go to school at Augusta State. That what people don't know too. I went online and found the compatible courses that I was taking at Augusta State.
Right.
And ended up taking them online. The same classes that would have gave me the hours at Augusta State. So I did that for a year. And that's how I was able to stay on track and graduate. But one thing I can say, without having contact or nothing, Augusta State still was on my side.
Yeah,
I got more Augusta State family than I got Laney family.
I can tell that already just from how you talk about it. But also I could tell just because I was there, so I remember you still came. You played though. You played.
I came back
You played, and then you coached a little bit. So like, you were still.
I did. Yeah.
You were still there, so I know that it wasn't no bad blood or like, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that. Like, they didn't desert you.
Right.
They did. They had to do. You did what you had to do. You made it out.
And I did everything, but like even that night when I got arrested and they tried to say drugs was involved, before I went to jail, I volunteered to take a drug test. I passed the drug test. So they whole little thing of what happened and how it went was something that they put out there. It wasn't never how it went step by step. Like it never was step by step, bro.
When you think about like just your basketball, career, like how you define it? Because it seemed like you had a lot of bumps. Like, I didn't know you had this many bumps in a row. I mean, I knew you had a few, but
okay, I don't think basketball saved my life, but it's made my life. It's brought a spotlight to who I really am and my character. Like even to this day, bro, like I'd rather give back to the community. And I just think basketball brought a spotlight to me to be known in the community. But me is my true character. And basketball just was a part of that. I feel like my basketball career probably could have been better. It was bittersweet. But
what you equate that to? Like, do you think you got in your way, or you think it was just meant to be that way?
I got in my way.
What happened overseas too when you would go play ball overseas?
The same thing. Actually, when I first went overseas, my foot was broke. I signed the contract as my foot was broke. I signed the contract my senior year at Augusta State and left school without dip or nobody knowing. I just wanted the money, bro. I had a baby. You feel me? I just thought I was forced to be a man at an early age because like I said, my dad left when I was 7. So I took responsibilities as being a man instead of being a basketball player early. So that's why I say it's bittersweet. It built my character as a man, but it hurt my character as a basketball player.
Yeah, a lot of what could be if I had this, or if I didn't make this decision.
Right.
I wasn't forced to make this decision.
And like, without saying nothing at all, I read between the lines. It was a lot of times I supposed to be in the gym while I was making it happen to feed my family.
Right.
You feel me? If you know, you know.
Makes sense.
You get what I'm
saying? Make a lot of sense, yeah.
And people say I had a lot of support. I had fans. I ain't had no support. It's the difference between fan support. Because if I would have had the real support, I wouldn't have had to do some of the things I did to support my family.
I like that. That's dope. That's a gem right there.
You feel what I'm saying? I had fans. I ain't had support. They was just riding away hoping I can get them out they situations. But they wasn't recognized situations I was in. I had a child. And I always had a goal in mind. My child won't be raised how I was raised without a father. You feel me? I have to ask somebody else. So the times I was supposed to been in the gym, I was trying to figure out how to make $1.
So not even on the decision tip, but you probably could have even been an even better basketball player had you been in the gym more.
Oh, I would have. I had it all but a jump shot. And what jump shot come with muscle memory and consistency. So if I'm in the gym working on my jump shot, I got a jump shot now. Now it's really hard to guard me.
Right.
You feel me? Like I got to the basket at will. But once people start finding out, he got no consistent jump shot, let's just play a zone and sag it in. Now he can't do nothing. But I still found a way to score because of my IQ and rebounding and my athleticism.
Right.
But if I would have had a jump shot, but because I was trying to figure out a way to live instead of a way to play basketball, remember now, I was trying to figure out a way to live instead of a way to play basketball. So I wasn't trying to figure out how to better my jump shot.
Right.
I was trying to figure out how to better my life to take care of my child. So I was spending less time in the gym.
I want to ask this question because I know we kind of try to wrap up the basketball part though, but like, so if you feel as though like, you are top 5 Laney, who will be other 4?
The people that I saw or the people that I heard?
Just your own personal.
My own personal top 5.
I'm gonna say the other 3. I hate to say it, I just feel like Rod is like already there.
Okay,
Rod has to be there no matter what.
There.
Anybody list has to be Rod.
You got to go Kenny
Eberhardt. That nigga nice still. That
That
nigga's nice still to this day.
2 more. Zep held his own.
Zep.
Zep, yeah,
So
yeah.
Zep, Harold, Kenny, Rod.
I'm trying to in my era. I'm just trying to think in my era, bro. You have to throw Christian in there.
Christian. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be mad either way. It don't matter. Like,
Yeah, gonna be mad anyway.
somebody gonna be mad anyway.
It don't matter. It's all. It is what it is. That last one hard. That last one hard, bro. And the reason why it's so hard because I'm looking at basketball, but I'm thinking about like everything.
Like impact.
Yeah, like I'm different. I'm different, bro. I'm different when it comes to things like this. And I know, like, for a fact, like, nobody did for the program like I did. Like, people was leaving.
What about them boys that won a state championship, though?
They buck. Get to their coach.
Okay.
So if you do that, take their whole team.
I got you. So that team.
Without Buck, they not winning.
So if you say Buck, then you got to take Zep and Christian out, too.
But that's why I get to them. Because they was coming from Langford and they believed in Buck. If they don't believe in their coach, the rest of the program don't believe in him. That's just how deep I think. You feel what I'm saying?
I can see that.
That's just how deep I think. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say the things I say. Because if they don't believe in him, nobody else don't believe in him.
So let's talk about. I mean, obviously now let's talk life after basketball. So you didn't put your hand in a few different things. Now you obviously got a song out now that's bubbling, but before this, you rapped before too. You had what was it? All facts, no fiction.
Yeah. State.
Yeah, so you rapping this. So what led to that?
That was the project name?
Yeah.
All facts, no fiction.
I was a little confused. I'm like, hold on, he playing basketball and he rapping. So I was unsure how Dick felt about it because I don't know if that was before the case or after, but
that was after the case.
So I know all that kind of tied in. Like, okay, this nigga here.
That's what I was start doing on my spare time. I was on some run out test type thing. You feel me?
I was thinking Allen Iverson.
I ain't hooping no more. They done kicked me out of school. I'm gonna start rapping then. I'm gonna tell my story this way, but it's all influenced by Rome. Rome Hill, bro, Uptown Rome.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Rome. We go by different names, but all of it was influenced by him. Because when I first came to Augusta State, I met him. He was already rapping.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he played there too. Yeah,
he played there too. But Ron was leaving practice, going on World Star tours, BET Awards. He was leaving practice doing all that. Me and him was roommates. So once I got kicked out of school or whatever for my situation, I ain't had nothing but free time on my hands. And I saw bro rapping on I liked the music and I got a story to tell. So that's how it all came about. All facts, no fiction. And it's my story.
Right.
Like, you can play, I swear, you can play that mixtape to this day and it's still gonna sound like, well, it ain't gonna sound like I made it today, but the lyrics is.
You know, I say this though. I could tell you the Doby then wouldn't have made the song you made today.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
I'm not saying you want to come with yourself. When you get a certain level of come with yourself, you can make a certain song and you don't think no way about it. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, it's like, nah, I gotta tell you who I really am. Cause I'll be honest with you. Until that song, even with the case, I never felt like, maybe because I didn't see him. I don't know. Because I didn't know you. I just never felt like you was like what you're saying, like a product environment. I didn't know you. So even the case didn't make me think that because people have kids every day. So I still don't think they like a certain way. But then you start rapping, I said, oh, okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not saying you was guilty, but I was just like, okay, now I see what's going on.
But what you saying though, like I probably want to make that song, bro. Like I can't dance a lick, but I love to have fun though. That you know what I mean?
Right.
Get up in you, like that's what influenced this song today. This song right here was actually like a song just having fun.
So, but like with the music tips, like versus now versus before. Do you feel like it's more support now than before?
It's a lot, yeah. It's a lot of support now because
you got a lot more going for yourself as well too, and you done grew up a lot. Like
right.
you always say the community.
I done proved my character to the people.
You have the stop the violence rallies, all that. Like you've done things. Even though, like I said, I'm not saying I went and Googled it, but I follow. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So y'all have done things. I remember one time I think it was Juneteenth, but y'all had y'all stop the violence rally downtown.
I remember. We always have it Father's Day.
I remember the conflict of the news was like, where should they go? They went to both. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I said to say, like, you've been in the community for a little while now. So
man, I've been in the community since 2013. I first started my charity events in 2013 and my nonprofit was called BALL, which stands for Books and Life Lessons. And if you look at my logo, my B It's actually the B from blend. That one I told you I went
Yeah,
to
you
JUCO.
did. Yeah.
The A is from Augusta State. The old Augusta State A.
Got you.
And the 2 L's is Lucy C. Laney L's.
I ain't know people.
Which stands for ball. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
people know me off of basketball. So that's how I came up with it.
And all over the places you've been.
And all the places I've been, and each letter got its own history. And it stands for books and life lessons. You feel me? The life lessons came from my Augusta State years.
Right.
But the books part came from Laney because the only reason I had to leave Laney because I ain't have no books.
Yo, he gonna keep shitting on lady about the books.
No, that's serious, bro. Like, because it's a lot of us, bro, that's led wrong because of that.
But you say something that I do think is good, like, because I feel like Laney changed the way they did things after that. I don't know if it was we did wrong by Doby, so it make right by everybody else, but they changed the way a lot of things they were doing. It wasn't like, to my knowledge, it wasn't like that no more. Besides them recruiting wild, they still do their wild recruiting stuff. But other than that, they do try to mold the players to go to college and have a life after school.
So they ain't playing no more.
But that's how you get your Christians, you know. That's how you get your Christians who well spoken, even though he's not like that, but still well spoken.
I think, bro, even to that aspect, I agree to a certain extent because some people only who they are because of what they're around.
True.
You feel me? Like, that don't make a person a bad person because they grew up in a certain environment. Like, to get to know me is to love me. But somebody that don't know me back then or think I was a little rough around the edges. You feel me? I got tattoos everywhere on my body. I ain't got no empty spots on me. I got tattoos everywhere, right? So, and I'm 6'6". I don't believe in, like, I ain't no pretty boy, so I don't get haircuts on the regular. Like, that ain't me. Like, I'm gonna be straight up. So a person on the outside looking at me, he rough. I ain't gonna never call myself no thug or no gangster. I never do that. But on the outside looking in, somebody he rough. He might be a little thug, like, what to talk. Oh, he the sweetest person you know once you talking. I'm a big Ted about for real. Like, you feel me? I give you my shirt off my back. I started a nonprofit in 2013 before I even left college, before I even made $1 off anything. I started a nonprofit organization to go back and give to people that's less fortunate.
Right.
You feel me? So that said a lot. And that goes back to why I never wore a tie. Like, that my whole life going, yeah, that's just me, bro, because I don't want them to say, like, I understand first impression, everything, a certain way you look is all that.
Right.
I always want to break that cycle, and that's always.
Now I can respect that. I mean, I'll be joking, laughing, but it's funny.
Me.
But now I respect it though. Because you had a tie don't mean nothing. You know, nigga grab a tie and still kill you,
bro. Man, I know some folks that ain't got no college degree or nothing. They got more than anybody that wore a suit and tie and do whatever they want to do.
Chill out, bro.
like for real.
That's how it be for real though. Like,
Yeah,
especially
like,
the students, they used to push, ahead of you. Like, this person gonna be something. You know,
Man,
like, look at me.
Before I got in my situation, bro, what I got into, like, cause right now, like, you know what I mean. Like, when I got into the last situation is, I couldn't go talk to kids or nothing like that because firearms involved. But teachers used to be like, "How you get the kids' attention?" Because I'm coming here looking like them.
Yeah, true.
I'm talking to them how they need to be talked to. And
But I always say, cause I had an uncle like that. I always say, like, even in your family, like, you gonna respect the person that really, I hate to say it, but that really was out there doing what they like. Somebody tell you don't do this, don't do that. Mm-hmm. I have to know you were doing that first to respect you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. I'm listening to an uncle that didn't do it. It's like, whatever. But the person that's doing it tell you not to do it. It's like, okay, that's me. You know what I'm saying? I can see me in there. So
they said I can't be around kids because of that case.
It was a violent case, so anything dealing with a firearm and that's open. You just can't be active with kids in certain situations until it's actually closed.
You good now though? No, okay. But
I'm
still,
a rapper now.
You're a rapper.
see,
so
look, and that's
you'll get to them some way, one way or the other.
That's the business part of life. I'm gonna teach them a business lesson at the same time. My rapper name and EIN is a totally different name for who I am personally. My social security number.
Yeah,
true.
So I can enter the schools as Doby Digital, the entertainer.
But not Harold Doby.
Not Harold Doby. That's a business lesson that I learned on the way. You getting the same knowledge though. And guess what these kids more into? The rapper. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm winning. You feel me? It's a way around everything, just how you do it.
So before we get into that song, I know I definitely want to talk about that, but like the business. Mm-hmm. So you had an opening. I came to the opening, matter of fact, that day. I remember that. Yeah, I came to the opening. I bought some stuff. What was behind that?
The opening, because I always want to see kids that you can make it out of the type of environment that I'm in. You feel me? And that's why I tried to make it a whole big deal to really see, like, you ain't got to sell dope to have money.
I just feel like that block is every time I'm seeing it on live, it's just everybody having fun. Like everybody be out there, even though it's businesses there, it's just like y'all all just having fun.
That's what we making it out of, bro. When Reggie first got down there 3 years ago on James Brown, it was Reggie, that Brian Shop, and Trap. Like, the Brian Shop is other.
Yeah.
Reggie, the youngest black male. Trap, that been in different barbershops, which can be labeled as mixed. But now to this day, the rest of the block, bro, we black. James Brown Boulevard.
Yeah.
On James Brown Boulevard. But it goes back to what you was asking me, bro. Like, we having fun, we change the culture, and the generation different now. Things changing. So we trying to show people that get out your ways, because these young kids is living no matter what you say or not. Adapt to them, and let's help each other. And so that's why we have fun down there, bro, and bring it all to the block, like, as one. Because at the end of the day, we won, bro. How could I say the community if I can't get the community behind me?
True.
So it's like we just doing it a different way, like what we wanted when we was coming up. We always had business minded. We just ain't have business opportunities, if that makes sense. And now we got the opportunity to show you different. Let's be different, because it started in the mirror.
So, let's.
Hey, I'm gonna call you back, okay, baby? Okay.
Let's talk about the song though, like how that came about, like as far as making the song. Like what mindset was you in? You just started to make a dance song? How it came about? Like what was?
I wasn't in no mindset.
What was that session like? So how you thought to make that song?
I was in the studio with Rome, and JD, the producer, he was just in there playing beats. And the beat came on, I was just sitting down like, Hitthedoby. And Rome and Reggie and Papa, Rome started first, like, you know what I mean? Rome, he's a music genius. Like, he just know what people, so he was like, bro, you need to make that. Like, you playing. So I was like, all right, how much time we got left? So he was like, well, y'all time over with, just drop something. So I got on the mic, and I went in there, and I just, right wrist like Kobe, Euro like Ginobili, that gangsta stuff you gotta show me. Everybody in here know me. Hitthedoby. And it was real life. Like, I played basketball, it all made sense. And actually, when I get drunk, that's the way I dance. And it just all fell in place, bro. That's how we knew it was right. Like, I ain't think about the right wrist like Kobe. I ain't think about the Ginobili move. I ain't think about the gang stuff you showed me. And that goes back to all my history, what I've been talking about. You feel me? And it just all fell in place to make sense. And that's how I went about it, bro. And it's just crazy, bro. The universe. You can't stop the universe. And that's how the song came about. And we played it in the studio, just the hook.
I was about to ask you that. I think I was in there that night. How'd you feel the first time they dropped in the studio?
I was shy at first, because I didn't know how to.
You ain't look shy. You was drunk as hell. And you walked right through the crowd in the middle.
Not for because I didn't know the response. Like, it ain't like, he trying to do something else.
Right.
I had the stove, you know what I mean? I got the stove going. It's like, everybody already think I got it. You feel me? That, so it's like, now he want to jump in the rapping lane. So it was like kind of shy, but the response I got back, when I woke up, I had like 12,000 views. That would make me go finish the song.
Oh, it wasn't even done?
It wasn't even done. It was just a hook. Like, the song wasn't even finished, bro. It was just a hook. Matter of fact, it was
they
just
played
a hook.
the hook over and over probably about 5-6 times.
Yes, we were just dropping the hook like on some.
Let's see what we get.
Yeah. And I woke up, bro, I had 12,000 views.
He had a lot of local rappers hating on him too, though.
So probably still, I'll get into that in a second. But not because you can just feel it. You can feel.
I got so
you
much
can feel
that
it.
we can do this for 3 days with my life.
Speaking of that, I do wonder that. Not to, and I don't. We definitely try not to get into like real stuff because everybody got real life outside of this stuff. So we try to make it to where it's shareable and people can know about you. But like I do wonder that because you're a ball player. You know what I'm saying. From me looking at you, I guess because I don't have no history with you like that in that type of way. I always wonder. Even Reggie's, I look at y'all the same way. I always wonder like, what makes somebody not like y'all? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Because and he can tell you because you was here when I did Reggie because you was the camera guy then still. Like I know Reggie for a good little minute since I moved down here. Like I known him. We had class together. Everything. We always been cool. He always been a chill. He never. Like the same feel I'm getting from you, I get from him. It's not like bucking up type tough thing, but it's also not like timid. It's just like I'm just me. Like, whatever. He just like you. He ain't no pretty boy. He had these bushy eyebrows. He ain't never brush them. His hair. Game day. He don't care. He ain't get no shape up. He don't care. But he's still gonna dress fly. He just gonna be him. And I gave me the same vibe. I always wonder. I'd be thinking to myself, even when I hear my sister, you heard such and such? I heard it. I heard about it, but what? I don't know. I'm like, well, what makes somebody? I don't understand what makes somebody not like y'all, or you, him, whatever. Because I guess the vibe I get from y'all just be so chill.
A female.
Makes sense. There we go.
That's all I can say.
There we go.
That's
chick
always
that they
might
like us, but end of the day, we'll get a shot with both of y'all.
Gotcha. And she hitting the Doby. I got you. It makes sense. It makes sense.
It is what it is. Like, bro, like I want to see everybody win at the end of the day. I ain't for self. Like all my and that's probably been my downfall, bro. Every time I make a decision for us, not for me. And
even the loyalty part, that's more so for us thing. It's not for you.
And it's crazy because it's gonna be more supportive than this rap life than it is my basketball life. Mm-hmm. As a basketball player, I supposed to have been selfish in making decisions for me, but as an artist, I gotta make a decision for us. Mm-hmm. Because it's a different lifestyle where you can't, you feel me? You gotta think for everybody around you. But
at this point too, you done been through so many L's, lessons and losses. I'm pretty sure you know when to factor in loyalty and when it's just more so like this is just business.
Yeah, I tell anybody now, you call me what you want, but I won't call you collect.
That's what's up, bro. I like that.
You call me what you want, but I won't call you collect.
That's facts.
For real. That. Like if we get into something right now and I walk away, call me a P or a B or whatever, or a sucker or whatever. But guess what? I won't be calling you collect.
I like that. Yeah, we want to see you out and about. That's what we want to see you.
I'm more value on this side than on the inside. And it's just another black brother going down for nothing.
Yeah. See, he grew up, man. Now these are more grown responses. You know what I'm saying? I like these ones.
Oh yeah.
I like the. I don't know your age. I'm gonna say after 25 years. I don't know. Anybody know your age now? You got your real birth certificate and everything? Anybody need to check birth certificate? Because I don't know if he's 25, 28. Ain't no telling with this nigga.
I've been around.
He probably got 3 ages, man. But yeah. So let's talk about the support from the first time you started rapping versus you popping out now. You mentioned people like having this stigma of you, right? So I feel like at the time, and me and you always talk about this, Slim, like it's a stigma of basketball players talking tough. It's just a stigma. It might not relate to you, but a lot of players relate to it. It's like, relax. If basketball didn't work out, you can't rap. That don't mean you can rap now. And we always talk about that all the time. And I feel like a lot of times, just people I talk to, it's mainly women though, so they probably know you, but people they don't know you, probably like, why are you talking tough? Why? But they don't know that that's where you from. So I think at the first time you try to rap, they weren't accepting that. Not from that. They want you to play basketball.
I'm gonna take it as I think I could have got the same reaction that I got now. I'm gonna take it as the business standpoint. I learned the business of the rap game side kind of before I made this song than what I knew back then. Look at the marketing situation. I market this song different. I tapped into different lanes.
All ages too.
Yes, before I made this song than back then.
And that's what they hate on too.
Right.
Because artists around here don't market their music.
They don't market. You get out of anything what you put in. Back then, when I was making music, I was thinking my popularity just gonna take me there. not knowing it's take more than popularity to take you there with music.
This is getting good. This
You
is
feel
getting
me?
good. I feel like
So
you're walking
back
in where I want to
then-
talk to about. So
Yeah, so back then I was just making music for me and my homeboys to listen to, and to put it on SoundCloud and hope somebody on SoundCloud take it out there.
right.
It's more to that. You feel me? That's just like basketball. Cause I'm always incorporate things with basketball. If I'm just getting buckets and make a highlight tape and just sending it to my homeboys, a college will never see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta make this highlight tape and send it to these colleges. You feel me? So with this song, I learned how to market different. I went Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, posters. I never did none of that in my first mixtape.
Yeah, I definitely could see. I could see. I remember we was friends on Facebook. So I remember a lot of just sharing. But I also tell people like that's popular. You post a picture, you get a lot of likes, right? You post your link, it's like 1 or 2. Like nobody mess with the link like that. So you really gotta push yourself. And I know you said don't bring it up. I'm bringing it up anyway. But like when I was talking to Verge earlier this year, I was trying to tell him that because I remember him bringing you Reggie up. He didn't really finish his thought, but I kind of knew where he was going with it. And like I told him, even if you're popular, if y'all popular with basketball, y'all still put a lot of work in to be popular with basketball. It's not like y'all just woke up one day and it was nice. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So it's still that, but it's still harder for y'all to make that transfer. Like you try rapping already. It's working better this time than before because people putting you in that box of no, you play basketball. I don't want to see this other stuff you're doing.
Facts.
You play basketball. So I agree with you with the whole popularity. It's not enough. And me and him we have this talk every damn year, every quarter. It ain't about it ain't about that. Trust me, like that's very minuscule in far as what you got to do to get out there.
Right. And if I was just popularity, it would go back to the conversation where you asked, what if basketball?
Right.
If I was just popular, it would just been what you would have been with basketball.
Yep.
But I use basketball as a stepping stool to make me who I am today. I had to recreate myself. You feel me? Like, I'm still, to this day, hearing basketball talk, but it's a minimum now because who I am with the store and the music and the character I done built. But think about how many people that came through generation that only got basketball and still thinking, well, what if you did this? What if you would have did that? Nah, I'm canceling that by overcrowding it with the positivity that I'm doing now. I use basketball as a stepping stone. And that's what I told you. I went ghost for it. Even Reggie went ghost. Reggie was working at Finish Line.
Yeah.
You feel me? Before, when Reggie came over, he was working at Finish Line before this stuff.
Yeah, I remember he had a fire post, and I remember I liked what he was saying. He was just like, it's crazy, because I'm playing basketball. Like I played at top. I've been a pro basketball player. I think he's trying to get a job at one of the sports stores. I can't remember what sports store it was, but he was like, how the hell is a candidate better than me? And I think that made him not want to work for nobody no more. He was like, I ain't working no more.
Because like we both went through the same things in life. Like, and you know what I mean? I can talk about his story like he can talk about my story. But it's like we got college degrees. You feel me? So
that's something a lot of people still ain't got. Even if they ain't, been arrested, been in jail, they don't have what y'all have either.
And people don't understand this. Okay. And people don't understand this. Like, if we try to go get a job in the mall with a college degree, we overqualified.
Mm-hmm.
But if we go try to get a job that use our degrees, we ain't got enough experience. You feel me? So that's what really motivated both of us to
Do your own thing.
do our own thing. You either overqualified or you ain't got enough experience. Now you want us to go off 100,000 miles away to work for nothing to get hours. You know what I mean? We can just start our own. You showing me how to run a multi-million-dollar business for $20 an hour when I can do the same thing for myself. And even if I'm only making $20 an hour, it's my $20.
Right.
Like, we get blinded by making $20 an hour by $1 million dream. I ain't telling nobody to quit their job today now.
All right, Dame Dash.
You know what I mean? I ain't doing that.
Please don't, because I done steered a lot of niggas the wrong way.
Nah, bro.
Giving them that speech right
you
there.
got a pocket for the last 2
But
years.
guess what, though? It ain't you steering them the wrong way. It's about them not being consistent with themselves.
Yeah.
You got to be consistent with yourself. Like making shirts, bro. You know how many shirts I done messed up for real? Like at Coach Shop, like even to this day, bro, I've been open since July the 2nd. But you know how many shirts I done messed up, but how much I done learned on messing up them shirts? by being down there consistent. Like even on off hours without, I just come up with ideas myself and just press and to make stuff to get better. Rapping. My vocals, like, man, Reggie, Ron, Naeem, they hate my delivery. Real talk, they hate my delivery. Because think about how long I've been rapping. Ron, like Reggie love music, Ron love music. They hate my delivery. But I was never consistent with rapping. And this is just our secret here today. I'm coming up with another song.
Another dance.
It's more like a story, but
Okay.
you gonna feel it.
Trying to flood the streets.
Yeah.
When we gonna get a Doby and Lil Nas song?
Sooner than
Lil
later.
Nas ain't a rapper no more, man.
Chill out, man. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
Sooner than later. Sooner than later. It take motivation. Sooner than later, man.
Good luck on getting Lil Nas though.
Man, I want to work with a lot of people, bro. I want to work with a lot of people, but I just got to see they just as serious as I am. Because I'm just like, I'm at the point of my life now, bro. I ain't doing nothing just to do it no more. You feel me? And that kind of show you where it's at with this song.
You got to spread that around too. Like I think just with the people you know, I think that's a dope message.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
you literally
life.
talking about that before you walked in too. So that's a dope message, like to give to the team.
Yeah, you got to, bro. And your team only good as your weakest soldier. if your weakest soldier weak,
Yeah.
hey, cause guess what? You might get injured one day. You gonna put the ball in his hands to shoot the last shot? If you ain't never teach him how to shoot.
Everything's a basketball analogy too. But I love those though. I love basketball analogy.
That's my life, bro.
Word.
Like basketball taught me a lot. That's why I tell people basketball ain't make my life, it saved my life. It taught me a lot. It taught me that you need a team with anything. And you can have a team full of superstars. You feel me? You need a shooter. You need a person that distribute the ball. You need a hustler. You need a slasher. And you need that glue guy that might not never get in the game. But he cool with every player. You feel me? Like he can go to you. No, he might need to cuss you out, Slim. But no, he got to come to you and talk to you with respect because you have never been cursed out before. You need that guy, but might not ever play a minute on your team. That's your manager in the music game. Because you're going to have people that's tough, that going to want to chump you off or whatever they want to do. But you got to have that person to, man, it ain't all about no street stuff, bro. Okay, talk whatever you want to talk, but still get this check cleared. But somebody that's one way with a street mentality, now it's a fight. Now nobody get paid. Now it's a whole record going on. Now the artist in a situation because guess what? Especially somebody like me, I'm loyal to you. So when I see you, now we getting sued. Now it's costing us money.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you need that, bro. Like it ain't always got to be the tough guys that win, bro. It's that person that can camouflage. And that's a team.
I just told Maine that the other day, man. Maine told me I'll be letting people walk over me, and I was like, bro, that shit just ain't worth it.
Well, I'm the guy that don't like that. So he could be the guy that want to get a check, but I'm not going for that.
That's why y'all balanced though.
Yeah, I ain't
you
going
feel
for
me? That's like people that like how me and Reggie get along. Me and Reggie, two different people for real.
Yeah.
We two different people for real, bro.
Yeah.
But you can't break us apart.
That's what you need though.
We got the same things that we might into or we like, but we two different people. Like
that's how I guess like
Reggie
the same thing. I
ain't
kind of feel like
nobody. Like if you look at anything I do it like to this day, if you look at anything I do it came from nothing and all, you know it's his, he started, it's his, but when it comes to go speaking or something,
I was surprised he did the interview here. I ain't even gonna lie.
basketball.
Yeah, but I still was surprised. He don't talk though. He just never. He that's the most he ever talked ever since in my
I'm
life.
gonna give you a secret about him. Reggie was on the debate team in college. He was a captain.
He told us that. He did tell us that. He told us that.
So he liked debate. If you watch his Facebook,
I knew he liked to argue. I knew he liked to argue.
Yeah, he gonna go. He might go start. He might just.
I was in school with him, so he liked to argue
and just go.
But he ain't talking. Yeah, he'll argue all day.
That's
though.
what he do. He's like the debate.
Yeah, he definitely be gaslighting stuff. He'll do that on
But
purpose.
me, like on the people's person, like even to this day, like right now, like just say like we walk into y'all spot, like we know it's y'all spot. Y'all know us. Y'all be like, Doby and Reggie, come on, we gonna give y'all a drink. He the type. Me, I'm gonna sit back and wait until you come get me. He ain't doing that.
Yeah.
He ain't talking to nobody. He just, man, what this cost?
Yep.
You feel me? Like, that's just him. Like, that's just him. But that comes from him being a leader point guard by going to get what you need. If your team ain't scoring on your point guard, I got to go get this bucket, bro. We on a 10-0 run. I mean, they on a 0-10 run. We need a bucket. I'm going to get it. You feel me? Like, I was kind of a center that had to sit back and let the play develop and post this man up and yell to come get the ball.
Right.
Going back to basketball, you see what I'm saying? So it all made sense to us. That's how we so tight.
Nah, it makes sense though. Like I like the y'all team structure. Like, even Rome, all y'all like how y'all get along and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of stuff you said I agree with though, especially towards the end. Beginning, I don't know, but I know you was talking in past tense. So, but I think that any kid that watched this gonna learn something.
They should, bro. And that's why I don't mind telling my story. Like, I used to be hesitant or shy about telling my story back in the day.
It's hard to tell it when you ain't mature enough yet to tell them another ending because you're still there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially if 2015, you off the map. What story can you tell? Hey, I did this. This happened.
Create myself.
You know what I'm saying? It's still all bad, really, when you think about it. But now, you can start seeing that rainbow at the end. So
that's why I'm saying. That's why when you ask me, like, what you want me not ask anything.
You just gotta be. You never can be too sharp. You be surprised the calls we get. Hey, take this part out. Whoa, it's ready out there, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't one of them, bro.
And we try to make sure we don't, because sometimes we'll have it here like somebody might have an issue with somebody we don't know. So we asking you like, but you answer. It's like, okay, damn, we ain't know it that deep.
But guess who in control though? Answering that question.
Oh, we know that. That's why you ask you. Yeah.
So if you answer it the wrong way,
a couple times.
Yeah, I understand y'all run into that situation, but it's still on me to answer it how I want to answer.
See, you said something in the beginning that a lot of people don't do. You talking about honesty, and you are in tune with yourself. You're okay with who you are. You're not trying to be extra or less than. You cool with you're not wearing no tie, right? So you ain't wearing no tie. So you've been 13, 12. You've been yourself. A lot of people see this camera and these lights,
and they change.
Yeah, because they see camera and lights.
Yeah,
they get in superstar mode.
Yeah, they turn it up a notch. So
I ain't gonna never say I never do that because they come to $1 million. I might put one on.
What I do appreciate the most out of everything in this podcast we did though is like I watched because Reggie tagged me when he was live and used that radio. What I appreciate sometimes people go to radio and then they'll come here but they don't get the same energy. They feel like the radio was just like better. But his energy was the same. Like I feel like we got more out of him than they did, honestly, me personally, but. Maybe because I asked different questions, I don't know. But
yeah, we ain't gonna talk about the radio on here though.
What you mean? What's wrong with the radio?
Oh, I thought that's where you was going.
No. I'm just saying he was on the radio.
What he was saying. He was saying
because he went live and like,
I was on the radio and I can't hear and like most people probably downplay this situation
you know
from the radio because they feel like radio bigger. It's a bigger platform to them.
Right.
But me, every platform is big because at the end of the day, I'm marketing myself. I ain't marketing the radio. I ain't marketing y'all.
Right.
Like no disrespect. But when people look at it, they looking at me too.
That's how we already know that.
So it's me. I'm gonna keep it up. And I always been the type where I told y'all I want to see everybody win. So why I'm gonna downplay y'all for the radio? Like y'all might be my plug into the circle. Cause people might tap into y'all and thinking that I'm gonna get more exclusive with y'all or be more reckless with y'all than I am on the radio because they know what radio going on. Right?
Yeah.
Like you never know, bro. You never know what somebody looking at. Or who following me for this type energy.
Yeah. So
and I'm gonna be honest and be me. That's all I can be, bro. Once you tell a lie, you gotta tell $1 million to make it up. But once me, I can tell the same story I'm telling y'all to anybody anywhere around. I go on Breakfast Club tomorrow. I'ma still be the same guy on Breakfast Club.
Not wearing no tie.
Not wearing no tie. take me to church. And the pastor, preacher. I'ma still be me.
If you go on there, tell Charlamagne he done got PC, man. We don't want to hear that watered down shit he be preaching no more.
All right. And I got y'all.
I do have one question I want to add. Like, where can they get that sweater from? That's a fire sweater. You made it yourself, or is it?
Nah, it's in. Well, we done sold a lot now.
Jesus Christ, y'all sell out too much for me. I got to start.
120 James Brown Boulevard came from none. Then we got another one at 130 Culture Shop, which is right down the street, 3 doors down. You can come get anything custom from socks to hats to anything. That's why we say 2 stores up, no designer, no jewelry. You ain't got to sell dope to have money.
Man, let me tell you about Doby though. First time I met him, He went on his long ass rant. It was like, if one of y'all niggas catch
I
me
was
not
drunk.
wearing Came From Nothing, I'll get all y'all niggas $100. So every time I see that nigga, I almost caught him one time, dog. I almost caught him one time. He was walking down the street. Where you was going? I don't know where you was going, but I was standing on the corner.
You said you blew at me.
Yeah. And I said, hey, get my $100. Come on. And this nigga lift up his pants like he had some Came From That socks on.
All the time, bro. Not even the sock though. Look, I'm stamped for life, bro.
Everybody say he gonna have it on. He gonna have it on his damn. But anyway,
for life, like it's a lifestyle, not a brand. And I'm gonna break down Came From Nothing to people because it's a lot of people that always had a silver spoon and feel like they ain't came from nothing. But it ain't came from nothing. What I said is a lifestyle, not a brand. It don't really mean you really came from no poor dirt. It just even if your parents gave you $1 million, but all your parents were farmers, you went on your own and started a barbershop at a building that wasn't nothing. Even though you had the funds for it, but you started a barbershop from a building that wasn't nothing.
made it
That's what it made it something. That's what Came From Nothing really mean. It ain't about financially. You feel me? It's just about starting anything from nothing. So that's the real meaning of Came From Nothing. That's the meaning behind Came From Nothing, bro.
Look, bro, this was dope, man. I like the story though. I learned a lot learned more about you than I thought I was going. I feel like I knew. I thought I had questions, but I knew it. And the more you talk, I ain't know I can answer that question. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of hidden secrets behind me, bro. And I'm willing to talk about now that I wasn't willing to talk about back then. And I feel that's why I say I'm writing a book. I'm actually writing a book because I feel like kids need to hear my story. Like,
Yeah, you gotta put that out, man.
it's a lot with me,
Wait
bro.
till those cases over.
Oh yeah, I definitely got to do that.
So
I
you
definitely
got
got to
it.
do that part. But it's a lot that like people put out there about me because it's a lot that people put out there about me because I was always the biggest. Not saying the biggest, but the tallest, and I was always out of sea.
No haircut.
Yeah, so it's easy to put things on me, and I'm always the quiet when I don't give you no fuzzy or what it is, bro. Like you got to beat me with facts. You can't beat me with words. You got to beat me with facts for real.
Word.
So whatever you say about me, like, okay, I'm gonna sit back and take the blame. Oh, my bad.
So good. It's a big guy right there, ain't it?
I'm gonna sit back and take the blame until you like, come on, man, I know the faith. And my smile or nothing ain't gonna change. I'm gonna smile through it all. And I always been like that. It got me into some stuff that I shouldn't have been in, but at the same time, guess what? It built my character.
That's all that matters.
And I'm still here today to talk about it. And I think some kids need to hear it. And they got to really understand me to know what's really going on, because someone gonna think that they can get away with not saying this, like, don't take this wrong way. Someone think they can get away with murder, but really can't get away with it.
Right.
Like, I done had second and third chances. But the reason why I had second and third chances was because of my character really getting to know me. Like, you just know me. Like, now, as you talking to me right now, bro, and hearing everything you heard about me, even if I did it or not, your thoughts walking out here gonna be like, man, for that man had to do that, somebody had to do something to him.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that already. I'm really thinking
You
that.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but before you actually talk to me, you be like, it's a question mark. Like, damn,
Yeah, you're
what made
right.
Doby
Off
do
the
that?
appearance, you already told you be bigger, you know.
Yeah, what made Doby do that? You think he a bully or something? Like,
True.
but as talking to me now, you like, if he did that,
I feel like you made a choice on loyalty now. I don't feel like somebody must have got hit and he had to do. I'm gonna think that every time. Now I'm gonna think he ain't swinging first. Somebody got hit or something and he had to. That's what I'm gonna think every time. So
each his own, man. You feel me? I ain't here to talk about it.
so good, bro.
But you feel me? Like, that's me, bro. That's me. That's why I always say, bro, to get to know me is to love me. And you think Augusta State rolled for me. When I went to court for that, bro, it wasn't no in there.
Just them.
Just them. Just them, bro. The courtroom was so packed they wouldn't let nobody else in.
Damn. That's love.
Bro, before we get off, who won the $1,000?
Oh, nobody yet.
Okay, good, because my
You coming for it?
my dog Blue got a video. We gonna upload it this week.
Upload it, man. See, look, that's the crazy part too. 'Cause, everybody asked me about that to this day. Who $1,000? When did y'all see a date? You ever saw a date for it?
Nah.
I ain't see that either.
I went to school for marketing. Come on, man. Every day is somebody new seeing it.
Right. So you got time really.
Right. The song still.
But somebody still got to win though.
Somebody no, I'm gonna give it away. Somebody gonna win.
It's gonna be us.
Man, I got 7.
You did it too?
Blue.
Oh.
Bro, I got 8,000 views in less than 47 days.
So we just got to beat that and we get the money.
I'm gonna do it. I think I don't even want to say no views or no number on here, but I think when I get about a million views, I do it.
Better start sharing that thing, man. Hashtag Hitthedoby.
We got some videos with some views on it. This one right here might do about 10.
I'm finna drop the video too, the official
Oh
video.
yeah, I seen you shot it already.
Yeah, I'm finna drop the official video.
When that's coming out, Thanksgiving?
Day before.
There we go.
Because you know people gonna be at their family's Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna do it day before.
We did a good marketing tactic too. Then this is good.
Yeah. So we gonna drop this the next day.
Yeah. We have
That's what's up.
But yeah, man, it's a lot to know about me. If anybody want to know any more, just tap in. I ain't holding back all facts because I need the kids to know that.
Hey man, we appreciate you stopping through, bro.
For real, the best lessons come from mistakes. For real, you just gotta learn from that mistake. And if you want to change, just start in the mirror to each and everybody. That's a lesson in each day. For real.
All right, man, we out.
Yeah.